So today on the Fixit Shed, I want to take a look at the rear wheels on my Kobalt mower. So a little bit of wobble is probably not uncommon and not a terrible thing, but I believe that the bearing inside the wheel is starting to come apart and I've lost some of the bearings and it's starting to like clunk, and before it becomes unusable, I want to replace them. Alright, so the replacement wheels for these that would match the factory wheels were about $30 a piece. I opted to go with the 10-inch universal wheels because they were about $20 for a pair. So I decided to save the 40 bucks. And I've always been more of a function over form. I care more about how things work rather than how they look. So I'm not worried. Like, you know, this has little hubcaps on it, and so they won't fit on this hub, but I'm not worried about how it looks. All right, so to remove the wheel, you just need to pop off the hubcap and this bolt, which is a 12 millimeter. Okay. Yeah, the ball bearings are falling out. So yeah, there's one. Another one rolled way across the floor. So yeah, that whole thing, you can see, has fallen apart. There's more of the ball bearings. So these new wheels, they're actually a little bit narrower, but I think the shaft is going to be the same. Let's see. That's not okay. Alright, so I don't actually like the way that these wheels fit too much. The original hubs were about 1 1/4 inch thick from side to side. So these hubs are about 1 3/4 of an inch, and they just barely fit. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bearings out of these and I'm going to put them into the old wheels. Alright, so I'm just going to use a punch and let's see. Tap out the old bearing, just like that. There, pop out the other side. Okay, so those are good. These are, yeah, that one's actually probably still usable. So this one's obviously not. All right, so I'm gonna take the bearings out of this one. There we go. And let's put them in here. Just gonna tap those in gently. All right, before I put the wheel on, I am going to put a little bit of, this is just bearing grease, on the shaft. It's not really, I mean, the bearing shouldn't really spin on the shaft too much, but it might slide back and forth a little bit. It'll prevent some wear and hopefully prevent any rust, so that if in the future I need to take these wheels off again, they come off nice and easily. These are somewhat sealed bearings. They're not sealed. You could probably get some oil or grease in there. Some people believe that oiling them will attract dirt and shorten the life of the bearing. Some people believe that oiling them will keep them lubricated and extend the life. So if you'd like to let me know what you think, please comment down below. So I am going to put them on dry. They do come somewhat lubricated from the factory. So I'm just going to go with that and see how long these last. Alright. Alright, and before I put the bolt back in, I'm just going to put a little bit of anti-seize on the tip, just so that it's easy to get apart in the future. Alright, that's good and snug. And now we can reuse the hubcaps even. There we Good as new. Okay, now we just need to do the same to the other side. All right, so a little grease on the spindle. All right. And a little bit of anti-seize on the threads. All right, and the hubcap back on. All right, so I wanted to change the wheels. It turns out I could have just changed the bearings, so that would have actually been a little bit less expensive. I spent $20 on the wheels that I took the bearings out of. Probably could have gotten the bearings for anywhere between, looks like maybe $6 and $12, something like that. I will have links down in the description. I'll have links for the wheels. I'll have links for the bearings, the bearing grease, the anti-seize, all that stuff. There'll be links for in the description. So if you got something out of this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help this channel out, please consider subscribing or becoming a member by clicking the join button below. Thanks for watching. Take care.